one that gives that the Dragon Priest Croesus is at, and that's the one that gave me the Dragon Mask that I'm wearing on this archer. So nice, close to Whiterun, just right up on a little mountain from there. Okay, so do I have to go back to Muiri? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's right. She's supposed to give me the payment. I was kind of set on this assignment by the Dark Brotherhood, but they're kind of not the ones to get the reward from. The reward is going to come directly from the performer of the Black Sacrament, which is Muiri. Hopefully she'll give me a good chunk of gold that numbers in, oh, it'd be awesome if I got something in the thousands, like 2,000 or something, because I completed the optional. And sure, the guards in Windhelm technically saw me murder the person. In fact, I think half of her family saw me murder her. But she didn't say anything about being sneaky, not being seen. I believe that's an ash pile from when I escaped the mine. Yeah, that was a pretty crazy quest. Muiri. There you are.
What news? Is Elaine?
Is Elaine dead? Elaine Dufont now lies dead.
That bastard got exactly what he deserved. And I heard about Nilsine. You have more than fulfilled your part of the bargain. Please, take this.
Affection.
As payment and a symbol of my affection. I'll never forget you.
I wonder if I could do a favor quest and eventually turn her into my wife. 1,200 and Muiri's ring. So what does the ring do? Created potions are 15% more powerful. That's pretty dang cool. So right now I'm wearing a ring of sneaking, and I've got this Croesus mask. I used to have this little circlet that improved my alchemy by like 17%, and I kept it in my chest of ingredients at my house in Whiterun. And anytime I pulled out all my ingredients to do some alchemy, I'd pull that out with it, and I'd just put it on. Why not? I'll probably do the same thing with this ring, just to make all my potions a little bit better. Get a little bit more money out of the ones I sell. Get a little bit more effect out of the ones I use. I think I'm good to go back to the Dark Brotherhood now, though. Astrid. So, let's see how impressed they are with my completion of the very first actual contract. The very first contract where I'm not just cleaning up somebody else's leftovers. They're leftover beggars and loggers. And then maybe, I don't know, I guess I haven't explored everybody in the Dark Brotherhood yet. I could talk to one or two more family members just to see what's going on. See if anybody has any advice or any rumors or tips on powerful locations or personal quests where I might get optional rewards. Oh hey, one thing that somebody asked about my Nightingale Armor that I don't think I ever responded to the comment because I was at work and I couldn't look it up. And I think I deleted the notification of the comment, so I'm not sure I could find the comment again. Something they asked about the Nightingale Armor, though, is whether or not it levels. And if so, what level should you get it for it to be the most optimal? Before I even answer that, and I'm getting ready to pop open my guide so I can answer it, let me just say that 40 points of stamina and frost resistance, or if it levels, just to take those values out in general and just say stamina and frost resistance attributes, I assume are not going to be the greatest two things I can have on a piece of armor for my chest. So I happen to be wearing this because that stamina is kind of a chunk, and the frost resistance, sure, why not? I encounter plenty of stuff with frost. And that 60 armor is right up there with scaled horned armor, which is right above elven gilded. So it's a high armor value. Those kind of things make the perfect storm to make this just happen to be the best chest piece I've gotten so far. I fully expect to get rid of that at some point. But to answer the leveling question, the Nightingale Armor is leveled. So if I would have gotten this later, at a later level, then the armor value on this would be greater. The stamina and frost resistance bonuses would also be greater. But again, like I said before, this isn't, I don't know, I don't really consider this like one of the pin ultimate items for my archer. I really expect to get a better specific bonuses on my chest piece than what this has. So as far as leveled item progression goes, and this applies to all leveled items, The standard light armor progression, it's about the equivalent of hide armor if you're at level 1. It's about the equivalent of leather armor if you're at level 6. It's the equivalent of elven armor if you're at level 12. It's the equivalent of scaled armor if you're at level 27. It's the equivalent of glass armor if you're at level 36. And I think this Nightingale armor falls into the scaled category for me. I think I was between level 27 and 36 when I picked this up. I don't think that's glass. I think glass actually has slightly higher armor values than that. And last but not least, it is the level of dragon scale armor if you're level 48. So as far as any light armor in the game goes, if you want to have it as best as it can possibly be, wait until you're level 48 to complete the quest to do it, and any items that level will be at their top level then. Similarly, the standard heavy armor progression, I'm not going to go through each level, but Daedric is the very last one, and it starts at level 48. Dragonplate is one down from Daedric, and it actually starts at level 40, so even after 40 you can start to get some, I mean, the difference between Dragonplate and Daedric is going to be, I don't know, 12 or 16 armor value. It's not going to be huge, although that might also translate into the enchantments, which might be kind of big. As far as weapons go, Daedric again is the highest, and level 46 is when any leveled items will be equivalent to Daedric. And I think that is all the different level progressions. Yeah, weapon, heavy armor, and light armor. So 48 for both armors, and then 46 for any weapons. Now let me just poke through this list and just kind of shout out some of the things that are leveled. All of the Skyforge weapons, so Skyforge Steel, Battle Axe, Dagger, Greatsword, Sword, Axe, all of those are leveled. It says some of the ancient stuff is leveled. That's kind of interesting, like the ancient Nord bow and war axe and all that good stuff. Again, glancing. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's not leveled. Okay, that was all weapons. There are a lot of weapons that are not leveled. I don't know if this includes, yeah, this includes some faction and quest specific stuff. Dragonbane, Blade of Woe, Chillrend, Finral's End, Keening, Nightingale Blade, Nightingale Bow, Shiv, Staff of Magnus, the Rueful Axe. It doesn't list any of those as being leveled. So the Nightingale Bow is not leveled, whereas the armor is. That's kind of weird. I had not realized that yet. Alright, let's glance through the armors. Let's see if I can pick out a couple leveled things here. The Imperial Armor that you get off of any soldier or guard apparently levels. Oh no, I'm sorry, it doesn't. It uses a certain enchant list. I was looking at that wrong. That would be kind of odd if it leveled. And I know there's some more stuff because I haven't gone across the Nightingale Armor yet either. Actually, they keep changing the indicator that they use for what's leveled and what's not. So let me look back over the weapon list real fast. Because, no, yeah, it's not saying that any of that is leveled. That is interesting. Okay, over here, the indicator that something is leveled. Okay, all of this stuff is leveled. Ancient Shrouded, armor, boots, cowl, gloves, Archmage's robes is leveled. That's interesting. Armor of the Old Gods, so these bracers that I've got, as well as like all the other pieces of that armor. It says all that's leveled. Aesgir's wedding band, Cicero's stuff, boots, clothes, gloves, hat. No, hold on. The Goldir amulet fragment is listed in here. It says that everything here is leveled in this specific list. And the Goldir amulet fragment's listed. It says 30 health, 30 stamina, 30 magic. I really don't think that that's a leveled item. So, I might be reading some of this stuff wrong. Oh, hold on. Muiri's ring appears down here. It says note, leveled. It says it improves alchemy by 15%. Yeah, and that's the exact same as what I've got it at, so. Bonus reward for Dark Brotherhood quest, sentenced to death. Yeah, I don't know. It is actually pretty poor at accurately listing what's leveled and what's not. Because it keeps changing the little icon that it uses to denote them. I'm pretty sure that the Nightingale stuff is still leveled. But, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff here that's not. Oh, hey, interesting, all the Thieves Guild stuff. So when you first get all the Thieves Guild armor, when I got it, not a single piece of it anywhere was as good as or better than any of the armor I was already wearing. And I got rid of all of it real quick because it was all worse. I just sold it all. Why not? And then I found out later that you can trade in each individual piece of the Thieves Guild armor for an improved version of it. And just to jump through some of the improved versions, the armor itself, Thieves Guild armor, goes from plus 20 carry weight to plus 35 carry weight, and then of course gets an armor bonus. The boots go from improved pickpocket 15% up to 25%. Gloves go from improved lockpick from 15% up to 25%. Hood goes improved prices from 10% up to 15%. None of those items are leveled either, at least as far as I can tell. Weird book. Okay, so there is a way too lengthy answer about the Nightingale armor. The Nightingale armor does level, and you should be level 48 before you pick it up if you want the best possible Nightingale armor.
Ah, you're back. So, how went your first real contract? A bit more exciting than what Nazir's been offering, I'd wager?
I don't know, killing bums. That was pretty exciting. I did what had to be done, nothing more. I live only to serve. Hail Sithis! Remain silent.
Very well. I respect your discretion. Now, I need your assistance with a matter of a more personal nature.
Gotta put down the beast, your husband. He's cheated on you, you're angry. Is something wrong?
It's Cicero. Ever since he arrived, his behavior's been, well, erratic would be an understatement. I do believe he is truly mad, but it's worse than that. He's taken to locking himself in the Night Mother's chamber and talking to someone in hushed but frantic tones. Who is he speaking with? What are they planning? I fear treachery.
You're right to fear. Astrid, you're being a bit paranoid. By Sithis, we must stop them. Remain silent.
You must understand. If Cicero is turning the others against me, against us, our family would not survive such division.
What do you want me to do?
Dear sister, I need you to steal into that chamber and eavesdrop on their meeting. It'll be no use clinging to the shadows. They'll see you for sure. No. You need a hiding place. Somewhere they'd never think to look. Like inside the Night Mother's coffin.
What? But that seems so disrespectful. Yes, the coffin. It's perfect. Remain silent.
Objections then? Good. Go now, before they meet, and report back to me with whatever you learn.
Oh man. What have I got myself into? Wow. Can I expect this guy to be a blacksmith that I can sell things to.
I trust you.
Hamshank?
Got it.
He called me Hamshank. Astrid thinks a family member may be conspiring with Cicero. What are your thoughts on Cicero and the Night Mother? I still can't buy or sell anything from him. I'm wondering
if I find anyone working against my wife or the sanctuary, I'll beat them to death with their own severed head. Of course, they'd probably already be dead. But you know what I mean.
I was getting ready to ridicule him, and he ridiculed himself. That makes me wonder, though, if there's going to be a merchant of any type.
Shadow scales are all but forgotten. Ancient tradition from another time.
Yeah, you're cool, dude. And I'm not sure. I guess I could use my wee little map. Hide in the Night Mother's coffin. God, that's weird. That indicates that it's going to be over there. Over there, rather.
Need something?
Why don't I find a better hiding place than the Night Mother's coffin? Like, right behind it. I can see her coffin through this glass. Like, I can see the line of it traces right up here. And then it kind of bulges out right there. Yeah, I can see the side of the coffin from over here, too. And I can see into that room.